All right, on to the big story at this moment. A wreath-laying ceremony was held for the army captain who was martyred in an encounter with the terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir's Pampore. Now, a captain of the elite para-commandos was martyred this morning while his unit was trying to storm a government complex where at least 3 Lashkar terrorists are holed up. 22-year-old Captain Pawan Kumar of 10 para received injuries in the gunfight. He was shifted to the army's base hospital in Srinagar's Badami Bagh cantonment where he succumbed to his injuries. Shuja ul Haq now joins us with all the latest. Shuja, these are pictures coming in from Srinagar. This is indeed a very, very tragic turn of events, and what was even more surprising and perhaps quite motivational for a lot of people was the fact that the father of Captain Pawan Kumar said that he's even prouder of his son today.
Well, that's right, Sanket. In fact, if you see the profile of Captain Pawan, he's just a 22-year-old boy, and he, in fact, had joined the army just 3 years back, and in these 3 years, he has been actively, participating in operations. He was a part of the elite para-commando, unit of the Indian Army, which functions in the anti-insurgency operations in Jammu and Kashmir. What we also know about Captain Pawan is that he was injured just about a month back in an incident of stone pelting. He had serious injuries on his face. He was treated for it. In fact, he was being treated even as we speak. He had just gotten back and straight away headed for another very difficult operation. So that speaks volumes about the kind of motivation that perhaps he has shown to the rest of the teammates. And we've also gotten to understand that his team, which included him leading from the front and his other boys, had gone for this intervention during the night, and it was about at 2 that there was a volley of bullets from the other side, and which hit him, and that's when he sort of was injured. He was shifted to the hospital where he succumbed to the injuries. But Sanket, one very important point in this operation is the fact that this is a huge complex. In fact, one of the very well constructed buildings in the recent times in Kashmir Valley is this EDI complex. It's at least 4-floor building, and it's made of concrete, has many rooms, and this is the operation that many dread for, because in these operations it's always difficult to carry room to room intervention. You never know who is hiding in which room. So these soldiers and the security forces or whoever is carrying out operations in these kind of structures, it's very difficult to move from one place to another, because you eventually have to sanitize each one of the rooms, ensuring that no one is inside that room. So that is the difficult part of this operation, and that's why perhaps it's taking so long. It started yesterday about 3:30, and even now we are seeing that the operation is still being carried out. Nevertheless, you have to understand the way the security forces carry out these kind of operations, even if it is the paramilitary force or the special operations group of Jammu and Kashmir police. All of them are trained to carry out operations in encounters like these. But yes, what we saw today was an extreme example of how officers lead from the front, because Captain Pawan, we've been told, was leading from the front. His boys were behind him, and that's when he was hit by those bullets during the midnight. They actually had planned to raid the building at around 1, and his team, the elite commando paratroopers, were part of the first team that went inside. So clearly, you're seeing the example of bravery being displayed by the officers of Indian Army and other security forces also who are participating in this operation. Remember, Sanket, yesterday it started with an attack that happened on the CRPF convoy, in which one Havaldar and the driver later on succumbed to injuries because they had taken these injuries after the attack happened on their bus. And then their men who were inside the bus, or those who were guarding these convoys, they retaliated. That's what exactly led to this encounter. The militants took refuge in these buildings, which Again, I'm reminding it's a huge complex. The Entrepreneurship Development Institute has at least 4 very concrete, tall buildings, and it has been recently made, so the structure is also very is perfectly intact, and that's exactly what makes this operation all the more difficult. Okay.
All right, Shujaul Haq, they're joining us with all the latest. Farewell to the martyr, Captain Pawan Kumar.